Hello, doctors. The notification for open round of INICT is out, and today we would like to explore the topic: is this open round a lottery or is it just a trap? So, uh, coming to the point directly, uh, this open round could prove to be a lottery for some people, and it is definitely going to be a trap for lots of people. So let us analyze the situation in great detail so that by the end of the video, you are able to make up your mind whether to apply for it or whether to skip this one. So at the time of shooting of this video, today is the 27th of July 2025. So NEET PG is just a few days away, just 1 week away. So, what is happening is that there are a whole lot of aspirants who believe that their main target is going to be NEET PG, which would be held on 3rd August 25, assuming that everything goes as planned, that there are no positive surprises. So, what is going through the mind of all such aspirants? You know that pretty well because you are one of them. So, most people are at this time confident or rather overconfident that we are going to do exceedingly well in NEET PG, and we can skip the INICT seat for that simple reason. So, what this means is when such a thinking happens at a mass level, then it is beyond doubt that there is going to be a positive shift in the INICT open round. In fact, there is one more reason why there would be a big positive shift, and the reason is that this open round for the July 25 session is the last round of counseling. In other words, assuming that we go by common sense and we say that there might be people who have joined in R1 and R2. If they apply for open round and they get upgraded, their seats would be vacant. Would those seats come up in a separate spot round? So the answer is no, because there is not going to be any spot round. As and when a person is upgraded from R1 or R2 seat to their newly allocated seat of open round, the previous vacancy would be filled in more iterations of the same software during the open round itself. So, in other words, the purpose of the counseling authority is to allocate all the seats during the open round itself. So what this means is that because of that cascading effect, one seat becomes empty, one person is upgraded. Because of that, the person below him is also upgraded. So that cascading effect would be seen in the open round. But because not many people are applying, so what it means is that some lower people who maybe do not deserve those seats, they are going to grab the prestigious INICT seats. So that is one reason to participate in this open round. And regarding the timeline, you already know. So the applications are open only till 5 p.m. on 31st July 25. So there is a limited window till which you can apply. This is the upper limit by which your form should have been completed, your payment should have been confirmed by the bank, and so on. So let us begin with the very basic point, which will clarify whether this open round for you, whether it's a lottery or is it a trap. So I'll begin by assuming that you are an aspirant who, during the first or second round of counseling, was not allotted any seat, and considered that you are expecting to do very well in NEET PG. Let us leave that factor on one side, and now you are applying for the open round. So There are two scenarios here. Number one, either you are allotted a seat, yes. Number two, you are not allotted a seat. So, if you are not allotted a seat, you do not stand to lose anything. In other words, your rupees 3 lakh would be refunded back to you in something like 6 or 7 weeks. So you do not stand to lose anything. At least you took your chance, you tried your luck. So for such people, I would say there was no trap in the whole process. Assuming that you are allotted a seat, the answer is yes. Then for these people, this was a lottery. More so if their NEET PG exam goes, uh, let us say, bad, or it goes below the expectations. So you are getting an INICT, INI seat, and you are getting it uh, despite getting a slightly lower rank than what that seat was worth. So So you do not lose any amount. Earlier you were not allotted anything. Now you are having a seat at the Institute of National Importance. And I think these persons must be the happiest in that case. So coming to the second scenario, there are people who were allotted a seat either in first or second round. So let's say allotted a seat and now they go for open round. So these are the people who need to have maximum carefulness while exercising their choices, because because what is going to happen is, in the worst case scenarios we've seen in the past, people have lost not just 3 lakhs, they have lost 6 lakhs and a career. So we do not want to commit such a blunder. So let's see the whole scenario. You have an allotted seat. Just fill those options which you think are better than your existing seat. And if any of your filled choices you are getting, then you would be rather thankful and you would be willing to forego your previous seat by paying a penalty of rupees 3 lakh. So let it be clear that if such a person does get an upgrade, then first thing, they have to go to the previous institute. Their previously allocated seat that stands automatically cancelled. You have to go for collecting your original documents. You have to pay rupees 3 lakh, and if you have joined till then, you have to pay whatever stipend and all you have got. So remember, after this upgradation, you cannot claim back your previous seat, that is gone. And so if you are happy with the upgrade, if you think it was worth rupees 3 lakh, then yes, it was a lottery again for you. It wasn't a trap at all. So we can say these people also will not regret filling the open round. So I'm assuming that for such people, rupees 3 lakh was not that big an amount, and they can financially afford it. So the next scenario arises now. Somebody who was holding R1 R2 seat, now they went for the upgrade in open round, they did not get the upgrade. So again, these people did not lose anything. Rupees 3 lakh will be refunded to your account. So you already have a seat in one of the prestigious INIs. So good luck with your career already. And you tried your best, you tried to get something better, but despite the best efforts, you bet rupees 3 lakh on that. So despite the efforts, upgrade was not there. So be satisfied with your previous seat, because that's how life is. One cannot have everything. So having looked at all the possible scenarios, INI round so far from our discussion was not a trap for anybody. Then for whom it is a trap? So let's see two scenarios when this INI open round becomes. So the vacant seat matrix was released recently. You saw all the seats. So for our paid customers, we have sent everything in a very nice format so that you don't have to go through all the hassle. We know your time is precious. So when you go for the choice filling exercise, you will see lot more choices than were revealed in the seat matrix. Why so? I told you earlier that if somebody was already holding R1 R2 seat, their seat has been upgraded, then their originally held seat has now become vacant. But in the original seat matrix, that seat was not shown. So to resolve this contradiction, INIs ask you to fill all the choices which were there before choice filling of the first round. So that will ensure at their end that no seat goes waste. That's why when you will see the results of open round, the actual allocations on 23rd August 2025, you will see a few positive surprises. And why those surprises arose? Now you know the reason. So, to cut the long story short, you will have a lot more options than you see in the vacant seat matrix. So, some people go with the flow, they will uh, more options than they should. So, if one of the lowest options filled by them is allotted and they do not wish to join, then not just they are debarred from INI for the next year, they also lose rupees 3 lakh, and I would say they also tend to lose their confidence because of such a mistake. So in other words, during choice filling you have to be totally even headed. You have to have that clarity in mind that I'll not fill a lot of options. I'll not be emotional during the process of choice filling. So uh, be clear about your choices, what you want, what are the branches or what are the combinations of places and branches which you will not accept even if they are offered to you. So just do not fill those options. So in other words, INICT open round becomes a trap for those people who become greedy, who fill the options which they do not actually intend to join. So those people then have to suffer economic, forfeiture of loss. So that is an economic loss, and I would say that is justified because India's public healthcare system is already in trouble. So nobody wants more vacant seats at the INIs. So at Vidya Sarthi, our last message to you will be: please be responsible, fill all the choices that you are more than willing to join. Do not fill anything other than that. So at this point, we wish you best of luck. If you need our help, give us a call 8484849630. I'll personally pick that call and we are available for you 24 by 7. So good luck for everything. Take care and focus on your studies. Thank you.